Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Calendar Math with Miss Udoh. I am so glad to see you all today. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Do you know what month it is? It is completely crazy to me that the month is almost over. We have been doing calendar math together for 2 whole months. Last month was April. Next month will be June. And so what month is it? That's right. It is currently the month of May. Do you know what today is? Some people call it Hump Day. That's right. Today is Wednesday. Well, if today is Wednesday, then what was yesterday? That's right. Yesterday was Tuesday. And if yesterday was Tuesday and today is Wednesday, what will tomorrow be? You got it. Tomorrow will be Thursday. Let's take a look at our calendar. It is filling up so fast. Remember, there is one number assigned to every day of the month. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Whew, I'm getting tired. What comes after 26? That's right, 27. Today is the 27th day of the month of May. Let's see if we can put all of that together to say our date. Remember, we start with the day of the week, and then we say the month, the number, date, and then the year. Here we go. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. Great job, guys. Let's do it one more time. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. All right, littles, it's your turn. All this week, we are going to be solving word problems involving either addition or subtraction. Our problem says, Mrs. Udoh needs gift bags for her candy shop. She has 20 orders that need to go in a bag. If Miss Udoh already has 9 bags, how many more bags does she need to buy? Do you think we're going to add or take away for this problem? Well, it's kind of tricky because I do need to add bags, but in order to figure out how many more bags I need, I'm going to do some subtraction. Well, let's take a look at our problem. The number 20 there tells me exactly how many total bags I'm going to need. Does anyone remember what's going inside of those bags? That's right, candy. So let's count out 20 pieces of candy and lay them on our table. Now, the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about counting by numbers other than 1. Do you think that this is a good number to use to count by tens? You're right, it is. How do you know? That's right, because there are 0 ones in the number 20. So we can count by tens. Let's try it. 10, 20. There we go. Now we have enough candy to get ready to make those orders. So let's look at the next part of the problem. It says Miss Udoh already has 9 bags, and we want to know how many more bags she needs to buy. So why don't we go ahead and put 9 of our pieces of candy in bags. Can you count with me, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great job. Well, if we want to figure out how many more bags Miss Udoh needs, what do we need to do? That's right. We just need to count all the candy that hasn't been put in a bag yet. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Miss Udoh needs to buy 11 more bags. Great job, littles. All right, middles, it's your turn. This week, we are connecting area to multiplication and addition. Here is our problem. It says, find the missing side length and then find the area of the composite figure. Wow. So a composite figure is a figure that takes two regular shapes and smushes them together. And so we're going to need to find the area of this figure. But what was the first thing they asked it to do? That's right. They asked us to find the missing side. Do you see the side that is missing in our figure? Did you point out that one? If you did, you're absolutely correct. Well, what information in this problem can we use to find the length of this side? Well, there are two sides that if we leveled them out and put them together, they would be the same length as our missing side. Do you know which sides those are? Did you say this 5 yards and this 4 yards? If you did, you're absolutely correct. Well, how am I going to put them together to determine my missing length? That's right, we'd add. And 5 plus 4 equals 9 yards. Great job. So now we're ready to find the area of our composite figure. First, can you remind me how we find the area? That's right, area equals length times width. Well, here's the thing about a composite figure. In order to find the area of a composite figure, sometimes we have to slice it and find the area of the individual shapes and then put them together. For this particular figure, there are 2 different ways to slice it, but I'm going to slice mine one way, and it's okay if you slice yours differently. So here's my slice. Do you see that? I've now divided my shape into a picture up here, and so there's a shape, and then here's a shape. I'm not going to say what shapes they are because I think you can figure that out for yourself. So let's take a look at that top shape. We're going to call it shape A. We want to first find the area of shape A. What is the area of shape A? Well, how do we find it? Did you say multiply the length times the width, which is 5 times 5? If you did, you're correct. 5 times 5 is 25. Well, guys, since we know that the length and the width of that shape were the same, what can we call it? That's right, we can call that shape a square. So we know that the area of shape A is 25 square yards. Well, let's take a look at shape B. What length and width would I use in order to find the area of shape B? Am I going to use the 4 yards? No, I'm not. Am I going to use the 8 yards? No, I'm not going to use that either. Well, what pieces of this shape am I going to use? Did you say 3 yards times 9 yards? If you did, you're absolutely correct. And 3 yards times 9 yards is 27 square yards. So what do I have left to do? Remember, this was a complex figure, and when we have a complex figure, we have to take our areas and put them together. So we're going to add 25 plus 27 equals, do you know what it equals? Did you say 52 square yards? If you did, you are rocking. Great job, middles. Senior scholars, you're up next. All this week, we are going to be dividing whole numbers using our place value strategy. Our problem for today is 724 divided by 6. So let's take a look at our problem. Remember yesterday, we talked about finding numbers that we know can evenly go into our whole. And so if I think of the number 6, what is something easy that I know will go into 724? 6 times what? Well, for me, the first thing I think about is 100, because I know using my mental math strategies that 100 times 6 is, that's right, 600. So I can say 724 minus 600 equals 124. And I know that that's what I have left to use in my problem. So now we're just going to do it again. I'm thinking 6 times what number is going to get me close to 124? Again, trying to use my mental math strategies. Well, I know that 6 times 2 is 12. And so if I know that 6 times 2 is 12, I should also know what 6 times 20 is. What's 6 times 20? 1, 2, 0. That's right. 6 times 20 is 120. So I can say that 6 times 20 is 120. I can subtract my 120 out, and I'm left with 4. Now, let's look at that number 4. Is there a number that I can say 6 times this gets me close to 4? It's not, because 4 is less than 6. And so what did we learn that we call our 4? That's right, we call it a remainder. Now remember, this entire strategy is based on partial quotients. So what that means is we have to take our quotients that are listed across the top, and we're now going to add them together. So we have 100 plus 20, and it equals 120, and we can't forget our remainder, which is 4. So we now know that 724 divided by 6 is 120, remainder 4. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.